Hello and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I am going to be drawing a flip-flop or a sandal, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. You can be drawing it. Yeah. I need to draw flip-flops for a character, so I wanted to try practicing drawing a big one. Maybe it'll help. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna try to get like the shape of the flip-flop first, and then I'm gonna try to get the shape better, because that's not very accurate to how the shape is. Let's try and get some lines in here that are correct. Alright, so it's just gonna be a flip-flop. I don't know. I might put a design on the flip-flop if this doesn't take me very long, but right now it's just gonna be like a blank flip-flop. Alright. Now that in there, bring this down, kinda, but not really, but kinda. Alright, that's better, but honestly, it's still not the best. But let's start trying to make it 3D. This should just go like straight down, actually, because of how perspective works. We're gonna shuffle over to the side right here, so that we can get this angle. And go like this. And like that. We can probably extend that a little bit, but alright, that's definitely a sandal. We'll go ahead and select the points we're gonna have it go to. Those points look good enough. We're gonna treat this like a ribbon. Well, maybe we'll make it more of a straight ribbon, being pulled more back. And it can be like it's being pulled into this hole, because, well, that's what they do, if you know what the bottom of a flip-flop looks like. Now, how are we gonna do this angle? Well, first, we can cut this off. It's connected on here. But then, it's gonna go like this, like over. Kind of like that. Like whoosh, and whoosh, and then whoosh, whoosh, and kind of do the same like tucking in thing that we did with the other one, except for this one can actually be quite wider. But this looks really bad, so we're gonna erase it and we're gonna try again. Or else I'm gonna grab my smaller eraser, just throw it out of the case. Alright, now it closed. You're not supposed to close when I throw you. You're supposed to stay open so I can use you again in like 2 seconds. My hands are sweating. This is all sweating now. Is that gonna make it erase worse? I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't make the paper all wet. I bet if I like just like kind of set my hand on the paper, I can make it like curl a bunch. A lot of the pages in my sketchbooks like curl a lot, and it's because of how sweaty my hands get. Like, yeah, I don't know. I guess it could be other reasons, but I'm assuming it's because my hand sweats so much. And I guess because I'm pressing down on this, which makes this side go up. But I'm gonna say it's the sweat, because that's funnier. Alright. Seriously, how am I supposed to get this to look good? I didn't think this through. I don't know how to do this. This looks like shit compared to what I want it to look like. Okay, let's grab big boy. Erase the whole thing and start over. Cause then we can just have a fresh start. And I missed throwing big boy in the box. This isn't even a box, it's a glasses case that I just repurposed. Alright, let's go ahead and start with a box. Maybe this will be easier if I start with a box. Alright, we're gonna make this the angle. There we go. That. And obviously we're gonna need to do perspective and make it get smaller the farther out we go. But that looks good enough. Those are the same angle enough. And same with this being good enough. Yep, alright. Now it's extremely weird. If this were just a normal box, it'd be like, hey, this sucks. But it's fine, because it's not. It's a flip-flop. Therefore, it makes it looking bad fine. Is what I'm gonna say. Now, I should have just kept it like this. Okie dokie. I'm kind of moving this a lot. I hope it's still, like, mostly in the center. It should be. It shouldn't have moved that much more than just wiggling around a bit, but, you know, you never know. Sometimes I accidentally move it quite a lot. And other times it doesn't move at all. Because, you know, why would it ever be, like, the same? What am I supposed to do here? Let's just start drawing lines. You're not going to get anywhere if you're just sitting here not doing nothing. Just get going. You gotta keep going, keep putting lines down. Don't think too much, but think about what you're doing with the lines to make sure you know why your lines are lines and why they're like that and what they're doing and why they're there and why they're lines. Just say some more words, lines and lines and lines and lines, and some more lines. Then some more lines. Maybe maybe a couple more lines. Go like this. Try to make this like some lines and some lines. Then there's like a shoe and add some lines and some lines and lines and lines, you know. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's the most beautiful flip-flop you've ever seen. Alright. Where should this actually be? This should actually be right here. Go ahead and grab Tiny. Chuck him. Put the thing right here, little loop, ka-chow, ka-chow, and ka-chow. Now, how do we fucking do this? Well, I don't fucking know, but we're gonna try. And break it up into, what are we gonna break this up into? We can't even break this up into pieces. We're just gonna try doing lines and hoping it works. If it doesn't work, oh well, we'll try again. If it still doesn't work, we'll try again. If it doesn't work then, I don't know. That's like, how many times was that? 3 or 4 times that I said? If it doesn't work by then, we might have to try something else. Alright, try to think of how these loops work. Think of them. Think of how the loop works. Look at the loop. Think the loop. Think of it. How does it work? It goes out, up, and curves in at the very, very end. So, goes out and up, and then at the end, it curves in right there. Let's try it again. Out, up, in, and curves down. That is not what I want, but it's not terrible, so I think I'm going to be taking it because, well, I think that's as good as I'm gonna be able to get. It's not as good as I want, but it's about as good as I'm gonna be able to get. Alright, there's our flip-flop. We need to erase the whole thing and make the lines cleaner and realize that for some reason we moved it to the side a lot. I don't know. But get that in the erasing shape. Roll the whole thing over the freaking paper. Kick that out of my way. Then we fold that back up twice that time. Why? Because 2 times is more than 1. Grab the little eraser. This isn't an eraser. Grab Mr. Lime. Lay down. Because I always lay down when I start to add the detail, because if you lay down, I don't know, I'm closer to the paper. I can see it better. You know, you could also see it better if you put your freaking contacts in or put your glasses on. But that's not what I'm gonna do. Alright. Okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie, dokie dokie. Like the game. There we go. It's not, you know, perfect, but you know, it's fine. You know, I bet this is full of a bunch of shattered lead. Because of how often I throw them around, and I'm not nice to this little box that I keep them in. That's why Mr. Frogger here is almost dead. He's falling apart. He's still sharpened, so I keep him, but he's broken. He's not very good at sharpening or holding himself together. But it's fine. He'll be fine. He'll pull through. He'll pull through until I find another pencil sharpener to put him in retirement or death, whichever one happens first. Alright, let's go ahead and make that a little cleaner because we can. We could make that rounder, right? Yeah, that's fine. It's a little pointed out too much, but I'm gonna ignore that. Alright. Now, try to add a little bit of detail, you know. just be really quiet now because I don't know what to say. I'm trying to focus. That line's shitty, and it's because I'm laying down. Laying down makes my lines worse, but I can see the paper better. If I were to sit up, I could have done that line better. If I lay down and want to get my lines to be better, I have to be closer to the frickin' paper. And then my head like covers the paper, and I'm in the way of the camera. Alright, these should be like the same in terms of like how they fit on there. Those are some whoopsie lines on my part. Trying to point that shit inwards and I'm just not. That's unfortunate. We'll go ahead and just erase it actually because we can. I'm sitting back up now, so. Yeah, it's fine. Not exactly tension lines or whatever, but I don't care. I'm laying down again. Alright. This time I'm fully laying down. I am on the floor. Usually I just lay on my side, but this time I am fully down here. Stomach down. Alright. What do we do now? What's next for this? Is that it? I think that might be it, so we'll just add some smaller details. Like little lines around this thing. Why? I don't know. Because I want to add them. Alright. There's a bunch of lines. Bunch of lines. Bunch of lines. I should actually probably be putting these lines like this, shouldn't I? Well, now the lines are contradictory. That's fine. Let's add these lines throughout the whole thing. 2. There we go. And then we add those. And now it's like a checkered pattern. I'm a genius. Let's go ahead and add let's add a cherry into this because I got a cherry on my finger right now, right there. So let's go ahead and add a cherry on here. It's beautiful. Alright, I'm done with this flip-flop. This took too long. And it's just okay looking. Alright, I'm done. Bye. 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 Bye.